Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Jaguar Field on this clear sky day, where the grass is always greener here in Augusta, Georgia. For the doubleheader matchup to start off the Augusta Jaguar season against the now 2-0 Francis Marion Patriots. And this is how the Patriots line up on offense, starting off the shortstop, leading off the order, Madeline White. Going second, left fielder Anderson Thrower, then right fielder Paige Strickland. Designated player Mackenzie Jewell. First baseman Jenna Walling. The catcher, Kendall Miller. Second baseman, Riley Webster. Third base, Riley Davis. And center field, Michaela Goss. And their starting pitcher, 11 strikeouts in her first outing and no earned runs. Alyssa Poston will be pitching for the Patriots when they get on the side of the ball. And starting for Augusta, we'll go through the defense. At first base, we have Rylan Music. Second base, we have Victoria Orpeza. Third base, Eden Parker. Shortstop, Grace Bailey. Catcher, Sophie Baker. And the outfield, center field, and Chesney Miles. Left fielder, Sydney Gilbert. And right fielder, Tegan Henson. And starting on the mound for the Jaguars will be senior local kid from Evans, Georgia, went to Lakeside High School, Ansley Gibson. And here comes shortstop, Madeline White, to the diamond.
Yeah, you mentioned Ansley Gibson on the mound here, starting the season off. Led the team in ERA with a 2.94 ERA season ago, 1.49 whip for Ansley Gibson.
And forgot the intros, my name is Davis Harley alongside Darren Bragg to bring y'all season opener here. And that one goes straight to Gibson and straight to first for the first out.
One pitch, one out. Just how you want to start the year off for Gibson.
Went straight to her. That brings up Anderson Thrower, which we were commenting, what a great name.
Yeah, that's a tough to beat name. If only she was a pitcher. She's not pitching here today.
And goes for bunt motion, and that's straight down the middle for strike one.
As you mentioned, this Francis Marion team, 2-0, sweeping Newberry in their first two-game set.
But as you mentioned before, Augusta last year swept Francis Marion in 2 games. And that one just hits the top corner for strike two.
Yeah, 29-27 the record for the Lady Jags just a year ago. 2 of those wins coming over the Patriots here.
And that one is outside from Gibson.
Thrower 2 for 6 on the year to start. 2 runs scored. 3 stolen bases, which leads the Patriots.
And Thrower immediately going for bunting motion. And fakes it. Oh, and fails to check swing. And that is strike 3 as she steps out of the batter's box. 2 quick outs for Gibson. And right fielder number 2, Paige Strickland.
Also, a little bit on that last matchup last season. The same scenario. The first game of the series, Ansley Gibson and Alyssa Poston, who we see today. That one misses for ball 1. Both went 11 innings in that game. Ansley Gibson came out on top with the victory, didn't give up a run through 11 innings. Alyssa Poston gave up 2 and got the loss. So a bit of a rematch here from the 2 aces.
And a big defensive battle in that mind, if the story holds true. We'll see today.
Yeah, final of that game was 4-2. Nobody scored until the 9th inning. And then the Jags scored 3 in the top of the 11th to win the game.
And a 3-0 count. Very different from what we saw from the first 2.
Strickland at the plate, 2 for 5 in the set against Newberry. 2 RBIs, also scored a run.
That one goes straight down for strike one. This one's hit into right field towards Henson and gathered up easily. And a quick top of the first for the Lady Jaguars as they'll get on offense against Alyssa Poston. So we'll be right back. And we are back as Alyssa Poston hits the mound for the Patriots, and Grace Bailey, the shortstop, comes in the bat for the Jaguars.
A little bit of details on this Francis Marion lineup from a year ago. 53-6, the final record for the Patriots. As we mentioned, 2 of those losses coming to the Jaguars.
That goes strike one for Poston.
A lot of that success came from Alyssa Poston on the mound, a 1.45 ERA just a season ago.
And swings up top, and not a safe check swing, strike two.
I think you see why Poston's so dominant on the mound. Throws it very hard for a softball pitcher. The underarm motion, it's hard to get good velocity out of.
And some curve on it as that one goes outside, and a lot of curve on that one, actually.
Poston 28-2 record. One of those losses coming to this Jaguar lineup.
See if she can either get a revenge or the Jaguars can repeat what they did last year. Is that one, did that hit the top of her helmet?
No, looked like it caught the handle of the bat. It's going to be called a foul ball.
Very close.
Our vantage point, kind of hard to tell.
One, 2 count for Poston. And she ends it right there as Bailey swings and misses, which will bring up Victoria Orpeza, second base number 26 for the Jaguars.
Orpeza, freshman out of Anaheim, California, by way of Canyon High School. One of the freshmen Coach Mercado very excited about.
Orpeza, and that one is up top from Poston.
Sporting the pink bat. How do you feel about that?
You know, I never played the Diamond Sports. I know them really well, but I know I'd have an extremely outrageous bat. So,
I mean, I'm always a fan of like the Mother's Day, how they have like the pink accessories and the pink bat. I've always been a fan of that. So,
I love the pencil bat. I know people don't really say that a lot. I
Yeah.
love the pencil bat and the crayon bat. When those were in the MLB for like 2 weeks, those were awesome.
Do you remember when they had like the clear bats?
Yeah.
And they had like the liquid and like that. I mean, it's crazy, but Anywho, Ryland Music to the plate here.
Another great name.
Great name. Music is just the last name. No weird spelling or anything. Freshman out of Lexington, Kentucky, Lafayette High School alumni.
Poston pitches, and that one goes towards shortstop. White and out at first. Quick first inning here from both sides. Defensively, as we can see, it will most likely be another pitching battle as the same as it last year, Gibson versus Poston. But honestly, anything could change. And we'll be right back for the top of the second. Score 0-0. And we are back as Mackenzie Jewell, the designated player for the Patriots, come to the diamond to face Gibson. Both teams will be starting the second inning, fourth in the order. There are 3 straight outs from both sides.
Mackenzie Jewell, red hot entering today. 3 for 6, a double and a home run, 4 RBIs for Jewell.
And outside from Gibson.
The junior outfielder from Coral Springs, Florida, transferred from Santa Fe State College.
And just skims the inside for strike 1.
Good spot there from Gibson.
And that one goes for ball 2. 2-1 count.
Looking forward to see how this Jags lineup can find some offense. Obviously, Bailey Roberts graduating last year.
That one goes for foul. Counts at double deuces.
I'd expect Gibson to go right after Jewell here.
This one heads over the music, and music over the head catch.
Nice play over at first by the freshman music. Little Willie Mays over the shoulder action.
Then next up, first base number 16, Jenna Walling.
Walling, graduate student from Johns Island.
And that one is straight down the middle towards Chesney Miles. Gathered up easily by center field. 2 quick outs for the Lady Jags. And then
Miller, go ahead.
Catcher Kendall Miller up to the plate.
Senior out of Brazelton, Georgia.
And that one is sent in the right field towards Henson. And good communication there, kind of last second from Bailey and Henson. Looked like they were going to collide there for a second. See a lot of powered hits there from the Patriots, just not far enough.
Wind not quite blowing out, so you're not going to get that same blast that you would with the wind helping you out. So far, though, Ainsley Gibson perfect through 2 early announcers jinx. I'm sure that'll come to bite me later on.
It usually does. I know I speak from experience with the commentator curse.
Yeah, I feel like every time I say something, whatever the opposite is, it'll happen.
Posted back on the mound for the bottom of the second, getting ready for Tegan Henson. Got the catch to end the top of the second. He'll go up the bat.
Tegan Henson, as you mentioned, freshman, another freshman in this order, out of Covington, Georgia, from Piedmont Academy. 3 straight freshmen in the order. Earned all-region and all-state honors in softball, a 4-time state champion in the sport.
And a swing and a miss from Henson. And that one dropped as Henson kind of went high on it. And that one's up top. 1-1 count.
Very young lineup so far for the Jags.
And that is through the gap from Henson. And she will move to first. That one gets past Webster.
I was going to mention young lineup, and what a way to face one of the best pitchers probably at the D2 level. Tegan Henson.
Henson delivers the first hit of the season for the Lady Jaguars, as that one gets past Webster and Madeline White. Same walkout song as last year from Ainsley Gibson with Delta Dawn. And I'll bunt as she will advance Henson to second. But will also go for the first out.
Great job there from Gibson. Doing her job, moving Henson over.
And Sophie Baker, the catcher, up after Gibson advances Henson to second. And a swing and a miss from Baker.
Baker, the senior out of Canton, Georgia.
And check swing from Baker, 1-1. And outside from Poston.
Sophie Baker, 28 starts last year at catcher. A perfect fielding percentage of 1,000. That's hard to do. Behind the plate, getting that much attention.
And a high ball gathered up by Webster. Two outs with a runner on second as Sydney Gilbert come to the plate for the Jaguars.
Gilbert, the Miami of Ohio transfer from Chicago, Illinois.
And good eye from Gilbert.
Jag sporting the new pinstripe. White on the baby blues here in the home opener.
A new video posted by Augusta Jags and the student section page, and all the players are really excited about these uniforms, and deservedly so.
Yeah, they look really nice. I'm a fan.
Like that with the navy blue helmet. Is that one? Is it going to drop? Is it going to drop? And it drops as Henson will come home and get on the board for the Jaguars. Hit in by Sidney Gilbert, transfer from Miami of Ohio.
The two new additions to the Jaguar lineup, Henson and Sidney Gilbert.
With a little help from Ansley Gibson, advancing Henson to second. Third base, Eden Parker up for the Jaguars. Jaguars up 1-0.
Eden Parker, the freshman from Huntsville, Alabama, Sparkman High School. Was team MVP for Sparkman in her last 2 seasons.
That one is fouled back for strike 2. And way outside from Poston. And up top and in. Bring a count to an even at 2.
Poston aiming high here early. Trying to get the Jaguars to chase a bit.
That was sent to center field. And that'll end the bottom of the second as the Jaguars get on the board first. 1-0 as Henson makes her way home off of a center field hit from Gilbert. And we'll be right back. And we are back as the Patriots get back on offense as they go down 1-0. Riley Webster at the plate, second base.
Webster tied with Mackenzie Jewell as the team leader in average. Batting 3 for 6, a double and a homer for Webster as well.
And that one just skims the inside from Gibson.
Webster, redshirt senior out of Yanceyville, North Carolina.
And that one goes to outside for Gibson.
Lee's McRae College transfer is Riley Webster.
I ain't too sure about that one from our vantage point.
Generous call, but maybe caught the inside. It's not the worst call I've seen.
Looked like it almost hit her, but she could have been leaning in. Looking for bunting motion. Doesn't go for it as that one is sent to the gap and sent over the first. And Webster is caught out at first by Ryland Music.
Grace Bailey over at shortstop making a nice throw.
Coming up next, batting third base, or playing third base. Batting eighth in the order, almost down to 9, Riley Davis.
Davis making her season debut here as well.
And a swing and a miss from Davis.
Junior out of Crawfordville, Florida, Wingate transfer.
And up high from Ansley Gibson. And the fans did show out today for season opener for the Lady Jaguars and Francis Marion supporters as well, as that one just goes out foul.
Yeah, a good crowd here for the season opener. Francis Marion, as we know, historically a great team, also travels well.
And with the new stands at the softball Jaguar field as well, and our new press box.
Yeah, they did a great job with everything. Almost mirrors the baseball stadium a bit. But
Our press box does have a little bit more room over here, though.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm not complaining about that at all. But yeah, great job they've done with the renovations.
And that one just skims the bottom from Gibson. Good pitch there to get the second out of the top of the third.
Ansley Gibson hitting the spot, yet to give up a base runner to this point.
And at the bottom of the order, Michaela Goss, center fielder.
Goss, 1 for 4 on the year, has scored a run as well.
That one is fouled hard left. Oh, we got a retriever dog, though.
That's my favorite part about the softball. They always have the dogs out. Makes a play on it. Nice play.
Get him out there.
Goss, the senior from Fuquay Varina. Same town as Aiden Kennedy over on the baseball side.
And that one actually just misses Goss.
Kind of surprised to see her offer at it. She did hold up, count runs to 2-1.
And just outside, 3-1 count.
Can't afford to walk the 9-hole batter if you're Ansley Gibson here.
And fouls left. And here goes a retriever again.
Can fly to the ball. Who was the dog that, not Airbud. Wasn't there like a baseball version of Airbud? Or am I crazy?
I don't think you're crazy. I think I know what you're talking
I feel
about.
I've seen that, right?
Honestly, it might just be Airbud baseball. As that one is sent, Chesney gets over Chesney Miles. And Goss will advance to third. And she is out. She should have stayed at second, and that was close. Good work from the Jaguars.
What a throw. What a relay. Chesney Miles Grace Bailey making a strong throw to third. Perfect game is over now, but they get the out on the same play, so you can't complain if you're a Jag.
And that'll bring an end to the third inning after a stunning throw from Chesney Miles over to Eden Parker to get out Michaela Goss at third base as she tries to round for third and just not in time. The Jaguars beat her to it. And we'll be right back. Score 1-0 to Augusta. We are back at the bottom of the order for the Jaguars. Nevaeh Ross, offensive player, designated player for the Jaguars.
Ross, the senior out of North Augusta. Not too far from home.
Can you plug this in that second port and then plug that into the mixer in front of you?
She was a big part of this Jaguar order just a year ago. Batted .347, 2 homers and a double.
And then the other side.
And that was sent in the right field. Paige Strickland will gather up nicely. And back to the top of the order with shortstop Grace Bailey.
Flip that switch next to it. All the way.
Shortstop, number 1, Grace Bailey.
Bailey retired in her first at bat.
And good eye from Bailey.
Sophomore from Augusta Christian High School.
And a swing and a miss from the shortstop.
Good take there from Bailey.
Two 2-1 count. And swing and a miss as that one's going outside from Poston. And that will go for Poston's first full count of the outing.
Pretty wicked arm motion from Alyssa Poston.
And a swing and a miss from Grace Bailey goes for strike 3 on a full count, which will bring up Victoria Orpeza.
Second baseman, number 26, Victoria Orpeza.
Orpeza looking for her first collegiate hit.
And swing and a miss.
Like to see the Jags being aggressive though. A lot of healthy hacks.
And fouled straight back for strike 2. And she wants this first collegiate hit.
Very confident in the box, I'll say.
Poston delivers up top.
Good take there from the freshman.
Lefty deals. And that one is tipped just off the top of the bat. Very lucky there from Orpeza. One almost got away from it on the swing. Still a 1-2 count. Orpeza staying alive. That one is sent straight up, going towards our intramural soccer field back there.
No dog's going to make the play there. Unfortunately, a human gets on it. A little bit more boring. No offense. Kaylin Scaff.
We apologize, Kaylin Scaff. And outside from Poston. Good judgment from Orpeza.
Great spot from Poston. Thought Orpeza was going to pull the trigger. But the freshman holds up. Count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And this one's straight back above our press box here.
Great battle here from the freshman and Alyssa Poston.
And up top from Poston for another full count at the top of the 4th. Or the bottom of the 3rd. Gotta catch couldn't read the board past the screen for a second. And straight back, staying alive once more.
Sometimes as a pitcher, you start to think, what can I throw to get the batter out? I think Poston may be dealing with that a bit right now. Orpeza, anything in the zone, she puts the bat on it. Anything out the zone, she takes for a ball.
Poston's putting a lot of weight on the outside ball right now. There was another one going outside there.
And once again, Orpeza stays alive.
I would change it up, try to go inside for a change.
Maybe scouting on Orpeza, which, of course, no film yet to this point, but maybe good at hitting the inside pitch. Pretty good bat speed.
And that one is sent into the gap. Not able to gather up, and Orpeza gets her first collegiate hit after a long battle with Alyssa Poston.
What an at-bat. If you're Coach Mercado, you love to see that out of your freshman.
From Anaheim.
First baseman number 40, Ryland Music.
Ryland Music. Tough act to follow after that battle between Orpeza and Poston. Music up to the plate. That one straight down the gullet from Poston.
Music retired in her first at bat as well, also looking for her first hit as a Jag.
And just skims the edges of the batter's box for strike 2.
Great spot there from Alyssa Poston.
Just outside. And Music swings as a fly ball. That will be gathered up, and that will bring it into the third inning as we go into the fourth.
BSN Sports is a proud supporter of
Score still 1-0 to the Jaguars. The Jaguars will move on to defense. We'll be right back. And we are back at the top of the order. All right, sorry. Back at the top of the order for the Patriots, Madeline White, shortstop.
Gibson loses the no-hit bid.
And a good spot there from Gibson. Strike one.
Still looking very strong, nonetheless.
And chasing that ball, good to hit it. But I'll go for strike two as that one's fouled out.
Ainsley Gibson only 3 complete games last season. I'd expect that number to rise.
And fouled in the dirt right. White staying alive. And outside from Gibson, 2-2 count. And that one gets out of Music's glove as White will go to first.
Good job there for Madeline White, staying alive in the count. Ropes one right at the first baseman, unable to make the play. Second hit of the ball game here for the Patriots.
And for the first time for the Patriots in this matchup, they will have a batter and a runner active at the same time. Anderson thrower. Goes for bunt as that one goes behind her.
Thrower with enough speed, if she's able to get a good spot, she could beat it out here. Then you'd have some trouble on the bases if you're the Jags.
An Anderson thrower meeting with assistant coach Stephanie Bagwell.
You want to hear a crazy number? In the matchup last year against Francis Marion, over under 150 pitches that Ainsley Gibson threw.
Over.
162.
How many is she at today? We could check that.
Not sure if we'll have that number. I don't believe our stats team tracks the number of pitches.
It goes 11 innings. You got to probably close to that to 9, as that forces Music to jump off base. Runners on first and second for the Patriots.
Yeah, great bunt there from thrower, able to beat it out. Parker not able to make the accurate throw, and as I mentioned, 2 runners on now, no outs here for the Jags.
And the Jaguars call a mound meeting. Head coach Melissa Mercado, in her 28th season, calls a mound meeting with her infielders.
Also had a base hit for RBI in that game last season.
And Stacy Valley, head coach for the Patriots, looking like she's pleased by what she sees here in the top of the 4th. Runners on first and second. Melissa Mercado exits the mound. And another note about head coach Melissa Mercado, she's also the interim athletic director here for Augusta University.
Very important figure in the athletic department for sure, Melissa Mercado.
This is her second stint as interim athletic director.
Really?
As far as I know, she does a good job at maintaining both the softball coaching aspect and the athletic director aspect, both at the same time. Gibson delivers as that one is just fouled out from Paige Strickland. Looking to be decisive hitting, trying to load the bases here with 0 outs. Because that brings up Mackenzie Jewell, their designated player.
Right.
Tries to do it again. Another foul for strike 2.
Just a bit more on the dominance of the Francis Marion Patriots. Entered the preseason top 25 poll, ranked number 10. That is the National Fast Pitch Coaches Association, which ranks every softball team at the D2 level.
Well, the 53-6 last year are going on to win the Carolina Conference.
Yep, Carolina's tournament champion. They earned the number 1 overall seed in the Southeast region. And they ended the regular season ranked 2nd.
And that one's 2 inside from Gibson for a 2-2 count.
As we mentioned as well, Madeline White enters today batting .250. We saw the base hit she had earlier. Batted .488 last season and led D2 in total hits with 102 hits.
And she is at second base right now, trying as Paige Strickland tries to get her to third. Another bunt ball that just goes foul left.
Very high standards here for this Francis Marion lineup.
And that one is fair. And Ansley Gibson fails to gather it up, and the plan from the Patriots works. Bases loaded as designated player Mackenzie Jewell will come up to the plate. Not what the Jaguars want to see here. 0 outs, bases loaded, designated player.
Yeah, kind of unfortunate for the Jags. The swinging bunt stays fair Now you got bases loaded. You do have the force out at home as the infield takes a few steps in.
And that one's outside from Gibson. And inside from Gibson for strike one. Jewel stepping into it.
Great power from Jewel as well with 2 extra base hits already this season. One of them leaving the yard.
And a swing and a miss from 17.
Looked like she was looking for homer number 2 on that swing.
That one is sent to Chesney Miles. Nobody tags up except the runner at third, and that will put the Patriots on the board to tie the game at 1-1. That throw from Chesney Miles just off the mark, going for Baker.
Yeah, Madeline White, good speed, tags up from third. Unable to get a tag on White, and we have a tie ball game here now. Almost surprised to not see thrower at second tag up to third on the throw.
Jenna Walling. That one just goes outside from Gibson for ball one.
Walling, who I would expect to see on the mound for game 2, a 57-10 career record as a pitcher.
Way outside for ball two. That one's fouled left. Dog gathers that one up. Two-one count, 1 out, runners on first and second. Deals to Walling. And swing 2. And that'll get her out at third. Doesn't even try to run for it from Anderson thrower.
Heads up play there from Eden Parker.
And the catcher, Kendall Miller, will face Gibson. Runners on first and second.
1 RBI on the year so far.
And if Gibson and the Lady Jackson get out of this inning with only 1 run scored, I'd take that as a win in the inning.
Definitely. Bases loaded, no outs, and you escape only giving up 1. You can't complain there at all.
So the commentator curse doesn't affect anything there.
Hopefully. 2 outs. You do have a free base if Gibson isn't able to come back in this count.
Two-0 count. And that is a close one for ball 3.
I feel like both sides have been getting that call kind of frequently, unable to get it for a strike there for Gibson.
And that goes outside and not what you want to see. Kendall Miller advances to first. Bases loaded once again here in the bottom of the 4th. They will bring up second base Riley Webster.
Second baseman, number 12, Riley Webster.
Other than Mackenzie Jewell, probably no other Patriot you'd rather have at the plate than Riley Webster. Also a homer and double along with 4 RBI for Webster.
That goes for strike one. Gibson deals. And that'll go for strike two.
Great job from Gibson getting ahead in the count, attacking the zone. Now Webster's got to go for anything close.
That'll find the gap. Out at first. And the Jaguars escape out of the 4th inning, only allowing 1 run on bases loaded twice as they faced Mackenzie Jewell, which then scored Madeline White. As we'll be right back. 1-1. And at 4th in the order, number 10, Tegan Henson. She got the first hit in this ball game. See if she can repeat against Alyssa Poston.
Henson also scoring the first run here for the Jags.
And that one is sent. That'll be gathered up by Michaela Goss. Strong hit. Wynn kind of got a hold of it there.
Yeah, I thought it had a chance off the bat. Unfortunately, stays in the ballpark for Henson.
And Ainsley Gibson from Mound, the batter's box. And that one just goes for ball.
Looks like we may have had some movement in the Patriots bullpen. Poston pretty accustomed to going the complete game.
One count from pitcher versus pitcher right now. That'll go for 2-1.
Gibson had the sac bunt, which eventually scored Tegan Henson in her first at bat.
And as fouled back for strike two. And that one just gets above Webster, as Ainsley Gibson will move the first.
Looked like Riley Webster kind of got caught in no man's land there. We will see Chesney Miles run here for Gibson. one perk of the flex player, you run for your pitcher, typically.
Then following that up will be Sophie Baker. And ref gives the go-ahead signal.
Catcher number 8, Sophie Baker.
Chesney Miles in center field. Great speed, as we know. Maybe Baker opts to lay the bunt down here.
Chesney Miles running start motion, starting from actually behind the plate. And 2-0 count.
Jacks have yet to really test the arm of Kendall Miller behind the plate.
Chesney Miles is just safe. That one was close. Trying to jump the gun to second, goes back to first.
Yeah, Miles thought it may have gotten in the dirt. Got a bit of an aggressive secondary lead, but opts to remain at first base. Probably a good idea.
That one's fouled back from Baker. 2-2 count. And that one is sent into deep field and gathered up by thrower. Chesney Miles is safe at second and just safe at second in a close one.
Very aggressive from Chesney Miles, tagging up. Ball is hit decently to the middle of the outfield, and Miles, staying aggressive, gets to second base.
And I feel like that call could have gone either way.
Yeah, it kind of works as a bunt, as we mentioned. Obviously, Baker opts to swing the bat, and it works the same, essentially.
That brings up Sydney Gilbert. And just tips the bat, but that'll go for strike one. Or strike two.
Gilbert, the RBI single earlier, has another chance with a runner in scoring position here.
But that's outside from Poston. And that is sent it to the gap, and Chesney Miles is going to run home. Strong ball. But Jenna Walling kind of got in the way there as that one was heading straight for home.
Yeah, nobody at first, so no real reason to stop the throw from going through. I think Miles would have beat it anyway. Personally, I think she got a great jump on the ball, rounded third, ton of momentum, ton of speed.
And Aiden Parker comes up to the plate as the Jaguars take the lead 2-1 as Chesney Miles makes her way home off of an RBI from Sydney Gilbert, her second of the game.
Yeah, Sydney Gilbert having a great debut for the Jags, puts them on top again here.
And a fly ball from Parker And that will end the inning as the Jaguars take the lead once again, 2-1. One's up the score as Chessie Miles makes her way home off an RBI single from Sydney Gilbert. As we'll be right back as we enter the top of the fifth. Team Switchfield Jaguars back on defense, and the Patriots looking to respond after Jaguars take the lead in the bottom of the fourth, 2-1. Be Gibson versus Riley Davis to start the fifth inning. That one's fouled back, just gets caught by the net.
Davis struck out in her first at bat.
Too low from Gibson.
Gibson only allowed 2 hits and the 1 walk to this point. Looks like we do have some movement in the Jaguar bullpen now.
And that one is hit to Bailey and gathered up at first by Music. That'll go for the first out of the fifth, which will bring up Michaela Goss.
Goss 1 for 1 with that double. The first hit of the ball game for the Patriots. Swings and misses there, strike 1.
And caught out at third on that hit, but also a spectacular throw from the outfield from the Lady Jags. 0-1 count. And that one is fouled back for strike 2. And that was close and into her body.
Yeah, great job there to get a piece. Otherwise, a great pitch from Ainsley Gibson.
And that one's fouled back from Goss. And a wild pitch from Gibson.
Luckily, nobody on, so no harm.
Gibson deals. Goss mocks the bunt option. That one's fouled left, and our golden retriever buddy out there will gather it up for us.
Looks like Michaela Goss really favors that inside pitch. Feels like she's got a good swing on it every time it's came.
And that one just skims the line. That one goes. And they'll call that one foul. Making its way down the line. She got lucky there.
Yeah, that really hugged the line. I thought it might have even stayed fair. Umpire rules it foul.
Bob Music gathered it up in just in time. You get her out at first. Called foul in the end. 1-2 count still. Goss staying alive. Mock's bunt option again. And another foul ball. And Golden Retriever's back at it again. And he just got back.
Retriever's got to have his head on a swivel. I mean, feels like Goss is a magnet over there with these foul balls.
And that is a close one as the count moves to 2-2, being 1-2 for 4 straight pitches.
Good spot there. I thought that was strike 3 from Gibson.
And that one's inside, full count.
Great battle back in the count here from Goss.
Here comes the pitch on the full count. And swing fouled again from Goss.
Goss probably just swung it ball forward. I think she knows it. We'll get a second chance here, though.
And that one's fouled right. I'm looking at the dog over here, and he looks so sad that it went that way. He's just staring out there.
Just in the shade. He's trying to catch his breath. I think he's pretty on go. What an at-bat. Michaela Goss draws the walk. Second time reaching today.
That one just goes a little bit too low from Gibson. Pretty sure it may have hit the dirt, too. That'll bring back the top of the order, Madeline White. And this top of the order made the bases loaded last go-around.
Madeline White 1 for 2 with a run scored on the day.
And the Jaguars were ready for that one.
Bit of caution here from Gibson.
One count. Gibson deals as White fails the bunt. For strike 2. That one hits the dirt early for ball 2. That one's fouled left. Madeline White keeps the 2-2 count.
Another battle here from the leadoff batter.
Full count as the sun has reached the press box.
Yeah, sun's kind of beaming down on us here now. Be sure to bring your shades next time. Talking to myself, of course, because I did not come prepared.
And 2 walks in a row from Gibson. Rare sighting here. Yeah, I'm wearing my shades, but they're kind of like, I'm not gonna lie, they're kind of like my styled ones, not my my good ones.
When you need, yeah, the ones you need, yeah. You're better off than me. I'm bare in the sun here.
And timeout called by the Jaguars as Gibson walks 2 straight as the lead still stands at 2-1, 1 out here in the top of the 5th. We'll be right back. And timeout ends as scores 2-1 with Anderson Thrower at the plate.
Thrower 0 for 2 today. I believe she reached on the air last time from Parker.
That one is gathered up by Henson.
Great throw from Henson. Holding Michaela Goss to second base. I mean, right on the money.
Right fielder number 2, Paige Strickland.
That'll bring up right fielder Paige Strickland. 2 outs, 2 runners.
Preseason Conference Carolinas All-American Paige Strickland.
And that one is sent straight to Gibson for out 3, right to the mound.
What a play from Ainsley Gibson.
Big thank you to Lulu's Car Wash.
Definitely saved a run, because if that gets through the middle infield, that's a run.
And another good defensive inning from the Jaguars as stuff starts to look bad. The Jaguars respond. Not allowing a single run there as runners on first and second, stemming from Michaela Goss. As we'll be right back as the Jaguars lead by 1 still.
Leading off for the Jaguars.
And we are back at the bottom of the order for the Jaguars. Number 21, offensive player Nevaeh Ross. See if the Jaguars can extend their lead over the Patriots.
Ross 0 for 1 today so far.
Line judge says she's safe on the check swing. That one's fouled towards the Patriots dugout.
Jags looking for any insurance they can get here.
And it looks like the Patriots bullpen is actually warming up some new batters. Nevaeh Ross hits that one high. That one's gathered up by Anderson Thrower.
A lot of flyouts, I feel like, from the Jags order. The 9th flyout of the game compared to just 2 groundouts that Alyssa Poston has allowed.
And a change is coming from Coach Melissa Mercado as Sam Tenner will come in.
Tenner going to be taking the position of Grace Bailey.
Base hitting for Augusta, number 7, Sam Tenner.
Sam Tenner, the sophomore out of Marietta, Georgia, from Pope High School.
Our first batter substitution of the game. Tenner swings, and that one is hit above Walling. Instant impact from Sam Tenner as Victoria Orpeza will follow.
I was going to mention on Sam Tenner, but very aggressive swinging on the first pitch. Batted .279. I feel like she came on pretty strong late at the end of last year. Made 18 starts. Also scored 15 runs and reaches on base here with Orpeza to the plate.
And double play from the Patriots to send Orpeza and Tenner back to the dugout. And that'll end the top of the 6th as we move to the bottom. So we'll be right back. Score 2-1. And we are back. Top of the 6th.
Patriots running out of time here.
That one will go strike 1.
Mackenzie Jewell to the plate here.
And that one hits the dirt from Gibson. One count. Gibson deals. As that one just gets into the inside for strike two.
Jewell, the lone RBI for Francis Marion.
And swings towards that, and Chesney Miles. Line drive to the center fielder for out one. Brings up Jenna Walling. That one's fouled left from Walling. Go for strike one.
I feel like Ainsley Gibson's done a great job of just avoiding a lot of trouble and getting out of it when she gets there.
And too low. 1-1 count. And a wild pitch from Gibson. And those are becoming more frequent here.
Yeah, maybe starting to, first game of the year. Haven't pitched any game yet. Maybe starting to run out of gas a little bit. But you hope she can get across the finish line here with just 2 innings left. Good spot there to Walling. Count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And fouled right. Two count. Sent straight to Gibson. Send it over the first to Music. And now it'll go for out two.
Great reflexes again from Ainsley Gibson, making a nice play.
Out two, no runners on base. As the Patriots are moving into their final chances as that one is fouled left. And thrower chasing that one. That one was inside the field of play. She would have been there for sure.
Good swing on that one from thrower.
And this one is swung to Orpeza. And got it up for out three as the Jaguars get on offense as the Patriots are running out of opportunities to catch to them. So we'll be right back. Score is still 2-1. Still anybody's ball game. we are back in another batting order substitution. Ryland Music leaves for number 27, Peyton Terrell. Peyton Terrell.
Terrell, the sophomore lefty out of Bremen, Georgia, from Bremen High School. Pretty regular fixture in the Jaguars lineup a year ago. Like I mentioned, made 33 starts, batted .237, 6 doubles, 1 home run for the now sophomore. Also had 16 RBI and scored 11 runs. Also made 10 starts on the mound. A candidate we may see in the second game here.
As that one is going to find its way into left field as thrower trips. And she will try to go to third. And she makes it, and what a start from Terrell, and the substitution work from Melissa Mercado. Very effective here towards the ends of the game.
Yeah, great play, but from Terrell, thrower nearly diving out, making a great defensive effort. Unfortunately, unable to make the play. Terrell takes advantage and gets to third base.
Right fielder 10, Tegan Henson.
Tegan Henson back at the plate for the Lady Jaguars. And that one is outside from Poston.
Henson with a hit earlier, also scored a run, has a chance to get her first RBI.
And Henson went for a bunt, trying to get that extra score on the board from Terrell. That's high and out from Poston, 2-1 count.
The third baseman, Riley Davis.
That one is sent into the outfield, and we can see a tag up here. She will make her way home, and she is safe at the plate. Terrell gets subbed in and makes her way home. 3-1 to the Jaguars.
Great base running there from Terrell, and great job from Tegan Henson, hitting it deep enough to where Terrell can get to the plate, adding some insurance to this Jaguar lead.
Which makes things all so much harder for the Patriots. Ansley Gibson up at the plate. You can see if she gets on base, Chesney Miles comes up too. That one is fouled left, and that will be gathered up by Riley Davis.
Catcher number 8, Sophie Baker.
Overall, pretty good job from the Jags offense today here. Facing a very dominant pitcher in Alyssa Post and able to get 3 runs, you're never going to complain about that.
Now both batting substitutions from Melissa Mercado have made their way home. And a swing and a miss from Baker. And another swing and a miss from Baker for strike 2.
That one right on the edge of the zone. Gonna miss. Looked like strike 3, if you ask me. But Sophie Baker gets another chance here. Count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one's fouled back. Two. And just outside to bring it to a full count.
Boston really going for that outside strike call.
And a swing and a miss from Baker as that one was going inside. Looked like that was going to be ball 4. It looks like she knows it as well. As we go to the 7th inning and most, or probably the final, will not say most likely as we know this Francis Marion team. Down 2 runs. They don't score here, game will be over, and the Jags will take the first one of the doubleheader. So we'll be right back. 3-1 to the Jags. Top of the 7th. Ainsley Gibson faces Riley Webster. And just inside from Gibson for strike 1. And Peyton Terrell moves to first baseman for Ryland Music.
On deck, number 9.
And Reese Miller, pinch hitter on deck. And she'll be looking to take out Riley Davis in the order.
That one down the line, nearly in fair territory by Riley Webster. If you're Webster, anything you can do to get on base here, but quickly falls behind in the count 0-2.
And outside from Gibson.
Gibson leaving it all out there. You hear the grunt on the mound. I think she understands how important of a win this first game could be.
And a swing straight into the dirt keeps her alive. And just up top from Gibson for a 2-2 count.
Looked like that may have been a changeup of sorts. Left it a bit high.
And fouled right.
Webster battling back in the count here after going down 0-2. Count back to even.
Or sushi. I don't know, there's a place down the road.
This one is swung, and that one is tracking, and that one is gone. Brings the score back within one for the Patriots, 3-2, as Riley Webster's ball exits the field of play.
Lead off the seventh inning with a homer. No better way to start it for Francis Marion and Riley Webster with their second home run of the season.
And the first home run of this doubleheader today in Augusta. 0 outs, and Patriots pull within one here in the seventh.
Here is pinch hitter Reese Miller, 1 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored as well. Miller, the sophomore from Clayton, North Carolina.
Pitch hitting for Francis Marion, number 9, Reese Miller.
If you're Ainsley Gibson, you got to do your best to stay composed. Keep your head in the game.
See if the substitute is as effective as it is on the Augusta side of the ball. And fouled left for strike one.
That's why that insurance run in the bottom of the sixth has become so pivotal. Jags still hold the lead here, even after the home run.
And that goes for strike two. Gibson deals. And just outside.
Really good spot there from Gibson. Unable to find the zone.
Oh, what a pitch. And almost the exact same spot from Gibson. 2-2 count. If you're Gibson and the Jaguars, you need an out right here. And she leaned into it, and now will go for strike three. Another strikeout on the day for Gibson, as Michaela Goss will come up to bat.
Center fielder, number 6, Michaela.
Goss has been a problem here for the Jags all day. Has reached base twice now.
And she would have reached 3 times if it wasn't for the Augusta defense going to third. Count starts at 1-0. That'll go for strike one. And fouled hard left. And our retriever buddy. Oh, wait. Yeah, hey, is he going to find it? He's still looking. I don't think he was ready for that one.
Oh, he's on it. No, he's found it.
Michaela Goss has been playing fetch with this dog every
Yeah.
time she hits the foul left. 1-2 count. And that one goes into the dirt from Gibson. 2-2.
One thing about Michaela Goss, you know she's going to battle. She's not going down easy, as we see here.
And a full count at 3-2. I believe she swung at ball 4 again.
Yeah, bad habit of doing that from Michaela Goss, but as I've said, she's reached twice. She's doing something right. But again, yeah, that one definitely ran up and in. If you're Ansley Gibson, I think you got to go outside here.
And to first, just in time, to Peyton Terrell for out 2. One more out for the Jags, and they'll take the first one.
And that one looked like it was maybe running out of the zone. Goss unable to put good contact on it. Down to the final out, potentially, of the ball game is the leadoff batter, Madeline White.
And the Jaguars will win the first one of this doubleheader, handing Francis Marion their first loss of the season for the team that was ranked 2 in the nation just last season, or 10. Then winning the Conference Carolinas as the Jaguars in their first one win their first one 3-2 against the Francis Marion Patriots. And first pitch of the second one scheduled for 3 o'clock in around 14 to 15 minutes. Will probably be a little bit longer than that. Hopefully you'll stick around for that one. Said that twice. That's on me. This has been Davis Harley.
I'm Darren Bragg.
And we'll be back for the second one.